Hello and welcome to Todd's Kitchen. I'm Todd, this is my kitchen. Today we're going to be working on chili again, but this time it's going to be an intermediate recipe. So instead of just throw a bunch of cans and, we have chili, we're going to still have some cans, but we're going to also utilize some more uncanned ingredients. So today we're going to be working with pinto beans. I have a can of pasta sauce. I have a can of whole peeled tomatoes. We have an onion, some garlic, and the star of the show, cumin. Cumin is what you want to make your chili taste like chili. Without cumin, it's not going to taste like chili. It's going to taste like bean and beef soup. So, cumin. Alright, let's go ahead and get started cooking our beef. But of course, before we get started cooking our beef, let's go ahead and cut up our aromatics. First we're going to start with our garlic. I'm going to put in some of my homemade ham grease. Made this by rendering the fat of ham. We'll make a video on that later. It's all nice and hot. Careful not to burn it. The ham grease is going to give us a nice smoky flavor, which is very good to have in chili. Alright, now we got our garlic all nice and toasty. Going with our onions. Now I purposely cut the onions kind of large, just so that way they're nice and in your, so that way they're nice chewable bites when we eat them. I'm going with a little bit of pepper right here. Alright, now we got 1 pound of beef. We're just going to chop this up. Alright, now while our meat is still raw, we're going to go in with some cumin. A bunch of black pepper. And a fair amount of salt. What this is going to do, this is going to cook the flavors into the meat. Now while our meat is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and open these cans. My wife bought this fancy can opener. It's a rechargeable one. You just put your cans on it like this. And it just does this. Now in the last chili video, we kept the liquid from the beans, but this time we're not going to because we have a lot more liquid with the hamburger and also from the tomato sauce. Set these aside. We'll jump back to our meat. The meat is almost done. A little bit of pink in there. Alright, and we're just gonna make a little space here. I'm gonna reduce my heat to medium. Get our beans. Stir these in. And our last ingredient is our whole peeled tomatoes. Now we are going to leave the juice from these in there. Where all the flavor is. I'm just gonna chop these up with my spatula. They're tender enough you can do that. Now we're gonna go in and do a little taste. And boy, do we need a lot of ingredients. We're gonna go back in with our cumin. Remember, we added it before just to add it to the meat. You didn't see anything. Okay, so I may or may not have put way too much in here, but you won't even be able to notice. Maybe. Guess we'll find out. Or who knows? Maybe I just accidentally put in the correct amount. You'll never know because you're never going to taste it. So. But just again, just season to taste. Remember that salt is a crucial ingredient for bringing out the flavor in something. So you want to make sure that you add enough salt to where it can enhance the flavor, but not too much to where it's just too salty. Stir this, make sure I got it all in there. Much better. That was a perfect amount of cumin. God is good. Along with some black pepper. And then, just to cut back on the acidity just a little, we're going to go in with a little bit of sugar. Just a little. To help cut back on some of that acidity from all the tomatoes. Now we're going to let this simmer for about a half hour on medium-low heat. And we'll be back. Alright, now we're good to go. And you can serve this up to people that want to eat, and you can put it in the fridge or the freezer, and it's going to last 3 to 4 days in the fridge and several weeks, if not months, in the freezer. So this is the intermediate chili, and we will do a professional chili where we'll cook our own beans and all that stuff and stew our own tomatoes. But for now, this is our intermediate chili, and thank you for joining me. This has been Todd's Kitchen, intermediate chili. Have a good day.